All right, guys, Shotty T here. We got another video. We are day 4 versus, of course, our favorite day of the week. Make sure you check out the update video that I posted earlier. Well, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be Thursday morning. So make sure you check out the update video that I posted on Wednesday morning. And just a reminder, make sure that you prepare yourself for Canyon Storm later today, and there, whatever team that you're on. So I had a subscriber send me a message through Discord about a video topic idea, and I say, okay, I'll be happy to do that. And keep in mind, any suggestion that you guys have, feel free to message me. I apologize if I don't get to you quick enough because I get a lot of inboxes. I think I have collaborators reaching out to me as well. So just keep that in mind. So if I don't get to you immediately, I apologize, but I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. So the topic that was discussed is the question. It was more of a question and just kind of recommendation. Can you do a video on how to, what to focus on when it comes to using your exclusive weapon shards? Okay. All right. So I said, I got an idea about how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it on the day that it's more relevant, which is day 4 of versus, because that's the day that you want to actually use the shards, because you don't want to use them any other day of the week except for day 4 versus. Now, keep in mind, the game has evolved to where these are a lot easier to get. They used to be more rarefied items, but they make them a lot more accessible now. Of course, once you get the HQ-31, you can, anytime you dispatch a reindeer, which of course you have to make sure you have that unlocked in your research tech, you have 2 shards that are dispatched every time. Now, I don't always send all reindeers, but if you're hyper focused on wanting to get more exclusive weapon shards, first thing you do is set yourself in position to get more of them. Send all reindeers, because you get a lot of trade contracts. I just don't. I probably could just try to just send reindeers all the time because they're gonna get robbed. I'm sorry, just gonna get robbed. No matter how powerful you are, there's always somebody gonna be more powerful than you that's gonna rob you. So ideally, try to send them all and just hope that you get at least 4 shards each day by sending out reindeer. But keep in mind, you can flip the table by robbing someone else and hope the RNG gods are in your favor. So between sending out trucks and and um, and robbing them, you'll be able to get some shards that way. You got the ghost stops that you take advantage of to get shards as well. Make sure you join your minimum help your alliance members. So I've already joined my max quota, but you can still join to get more of those alliance contribution points as well if you're short on those. And whenever you send your own personal thing, make sure that all the criteria are met. That way you can maximize your rewards that way. Okay. If you took advantage of the black market, which of course we're not in the black market anymore, I did a video on ranking all the exclusive weapons, so whoever you want to focus on. But if you are a low spender, and because I'm really going to try to tailor this to those people today, because if you are a whale, like you can pretty much buy whatever you want. You got people that got level 30 everywhere, okay, and they're even beyond level 30. Like they're like in multiple tiers of 30 above that, okay. So I'm not talking to you guys today. I'm talking to the people that are low spenders, like on the lower spectrum of spending on the game, or near free to play or completely free to play. And this is a parallel across the whole game. Focus on your main squad. Okay. All right. Whatever you're doing, focus on your main squad. Whether it's using shards, like regular shards, to level up your heroes this way, especially if you're limited on how many generic shards you got. Focus on your first squad. Skill medals, focus on your first squad. Your weapons, focus on your first squad. The cool thing about these, at least, they're interchangeable. All right, you can move them around. But the skill medals, once you commit, you can't get reimbursed. All right, now that would be a cool thing if the game allows you to reset the amount of skill medals that you used on a certain hero if you want to try to shift the focus on another team. That would be great if the game did that. But until it does that, there's no reset button on these. All right, same thing with the exclusive weapons. So whichever class that you're focusing on, whether it's aircraft, tank, or missile, that's the exclusive weapon that you want to focus on your accumulation. Now, with this restricted area training that they've added more ways that you can get uh, shards for heroes, but it's only Tesla, DVA, and Kimberly at the moment, because those were the introductory ones when these first started coming into the game. So I'm just gonna give you an example. Let's take my squad. I'm gonna say my first squad is aircraft. All right. So what exclusive weapon shards? And now this is timeline specific, but the first one that came into the game was DVA. The next one was Carly, then Skylar, and then Lucius, in that order. And then it's sometime in the future, probably going to be Morris, and we'll see if that happens in season 5. So, and that's across the board on all classes. Every class got 4 heroes that have exclusive weapon shards to date. Pretty much the first row of everyone that you see here. Yeah, so pretty much everyone that you see on the first row of each of these, all of these have exclusive weapons. So whichever one you focus on, I'm not talking about which ones you should focus on individually. Again, I did a separate video ranking those, but just taking my aircraft, for example, the first thing you want to do, because it's easier to get the level up to level 10 because it doesn't take as many shards, I would get every hero on your main squad that's eligible for exclusive weapon and your timeline, get them all to level 10 first. You can balance build that way because it doesn't take as many shards to get them all to level 10. Okay. Now, which one you want to get to level 10 first, you can use the ranking video on that, if that may provide you the most benefit in the process of building up to level 10. But after you do that, the next step is to focus on one hero to get to level 20, because getting to level 20, it doesn't matter which hero it is. They're always going to have the same effect, boosting your class, aircraft, tank, or missiles, attack, health, and defense by 7.5%. Of course, the more you get to level 20, the better, because it just multiplies that effect. It'll be 7.5 times 3 or 4. But if you can get one there, and again, this is from the free to play, low spender perspective, because you got to realize the amount of exclusive weapon shards that it takes to go from level 10 to 20 is a lot larger than it takes to get from 0 to 10. All right, so you got to keep that in mind. I think from 0 to 5, it takes 40 shards per level. And then from 6 to 10, it's 60 shards per level. And then I think from 10 to 15, it's been a while. So matter of fact, I think I got some people still at level 10. Let's look at Adam. So I think I might have been incorrect on that. It might be lower than what I just said, from 0 to 5 and 5 to 10. For those in the comment section, just let me know. All right, from 10 to 15, it takes 60. And then and then it jumps again from 15 to 20. So pretty much in every 5 increments, the threshold increases. And then as you saw with my DVA, when you get to level 20, it takes 150 to get from 20 to 25. And then from 26 to 30, it takes 200 per level. So it gets more expensive to get that, and it's hard to get those in chunks without spending money. So that's the reason why you want to focus on one hero to get to level 20, And if you're smart about it, that same hero that you're focusing to get to level 20, you can also send to level 30. So if it's Carly that you want to get to level 30, let that be the person that you get to 20 first and then get to 30. Now, if you want to do it a different way and get two heroes to level 20 to get that extra 15% total attack, health, and defense, that's fine. And then send one of those two to level 30, however you want to do it. The main thing is focus on that squad first. Now, when should you focus on the second squad? Great question. I would probably at minimum have at least three, if not all four of the eligible exclusive weapon heroes at level 20. Okay. So that's how I understand it's going to take time for low spending free to play, but that would be my recommendations to get them all to level 20 before you even think about focusing on the next squad. Now, obviously, you'll probably have individual shards of specific heroes accumulating over time that you might get randomly through these restricted area training. You might have some Kimberleys, you might have some Teslas, whatever other class that's not your main squad. That's fine. You can level them up as they go, as long as you're not using the generic shards. Like if you got generic shards, focus on your main squad. If you got character specific ones, you can use them obviously whenever day 5 happens, whenever you level them up. So that's my recommendation. So just to recap, whatever your first squad is, get them all to level 10 first from the exclusive weapon. And then after that, focus on one hero. And ideally, if it's that same hero that you want to get to 30, get them to level 20. All right. And then you can either send that same person to 30, or you can try to send a second person to 20 and then choose between those two to get to 30. And you don't want to focus on your second squad until everybody ideally is at least at level 20. So so this is pretty much what I've done with my air squad. I got Lucius at 20. I have Carly at 20. I have Skylar, who I'm gonna get her to 20 as soon as I get DVK to 30 because she's really close. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and upgrade her now. Now she's at 29, so I think she'll be at 30 by next week or maybe the week after. All right, so I'm gonna try to focus on sending more reindeer trains so I can make sure I get this out the way next week because I'm tired of this. Has been a grind to get her to 30, and then I can get her to level 20, and then once I get DVA, once I get Skylar to 20, then I'll probably focus on getting other classes at least to level 20, and then decide who I want to get to level 30 next. So that's how you want to focus on your exclusive weapons. Again, if you want to spend money to do it, that's especially if you're impatient, that's totally fine. But I'm not advocating spending a whole bunch of money to get better in the game, because again, no matter how powerful you are, there's somebody that's gonna be always more powerful than you. The key is to make this game as enjoyable experience. It's a lot of fun. This is one of the few mobile games that you can have a lot of fun without spending a lot of money. Okay, so that's the cool thing. What I like about this game. But anyway, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you later.